So a lot of music producers think of Soundtrap as kind of a beginner DAW, and honestly, I thought the same thing, but after spending some time inside Soundtrap 2.0, I'm actually finding a lot of really cool workflow ideas that are a lot smarter than most DAWs. Things like previewing vocal chains before committing, auditioning mastering presets instantly, automation that literally takes 2 seconds, and a collaboration system that's actually like really smart, and I love it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 7 things that Soundtrap 2.0 does surprisingly well, and why this might be the future of music production software. So let's get into the first feature that I'm really hyped on. This is Soundtrap 2.0. Now, here's one of the coolest things that I've ever seen in a DAW. We have an online DAW. That's the first thing. But check this out. We also have an app that lives on my Mac computer. So they perfectly link up and they perfectly refresh, and it's just seamless with the workflow. And I really, really like that. I think that every DAW should have this. And I love this previewing. We can preview anything. And I've always had this issue with other DAWs where you're making the session, right? And you have to make a bounce. But in Soundtrap, I can literally just go to the song before opening up the actual studio in the session. I can hit the play and preview the song within a little preview window. So check this out. I always had that issue with other DAWs where I didn't make a bounce because I'm in the production mode, right? But this is allowing me to just preview the song without making a bounce, and it's just right there with the waveform and everything. So without a bounce, I'm able to preview the session before I open it up. I mean, I don't know how much time I've wasted going into my Finder and opening up sessions just to check if I like that song or I remember making that song. So this is an awesome function, and along with this first feature, I want to show you within the studio and the actual session how you can also preview vocal preset chains. This blew my mind. Like, seriously blew my mind, and I think every DAW should have this. So if I have this vocal here, and I'm just gonna play the vocal part coming in. It's kind of gibberish right now, but I think it'll be a really cool record. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, so I got a vocal, I have a stack, I have a double. So let's go into the vocal, double click on the stack. This is the double here. And you can see it comes up with this like audio effects, all this stuff. But right here, you have presets for the vocal chain. And obviously there's effects already on it because this is a preset. But if I go here and I click on this down arrow, I could see all these different vocal channel strip presets. And I can go in here and go vocal spaces. All right, let's go to an Ambi Bambi. Now, instead of having to load up the plugins and everything, I can hit play here and it's going to play the vocal double with the new chain, previewing it for me before I select it. Absolutely mind-boggling. Check this out. Go on, stay up, never enough. Go on, stay up, never enough. That's so cool to me. So now I can just like kind of preview shit and go, I like that vocal chain. Clicked on it, double clicked on it. And now boom, it opens up and loads all the plugins within that vocal chain. Now remember, this is such a cool thing because now I can go back to the online project, click on the studio, and those settings are going to show up almost instantly online. And it's just going to link it up. So let's go back into the vocal, go to the effects, and you can see, boom, we have the vocal chain exactly the same online as on the offline desktop app. Super dope. But let's get into number 2, which is also a really cool feature. Number 2 that I think really helps Soundtrap 2 stand out against the competition is the ability to preview mastering chain presets before exporting your mix, and a really, really easy way to A/B as well. So check this out. I have this kind of chorus area, and I'm going to go up to the export function. It's up at the top right here. And once I click here, I can see there's audio and there's notes. So we can export anything, MIDI, flat IO. This is like notation for music, and note flight. So these are different like scoring notation kind of things. And then we have audio. And under the audio tab, we have this mastering tab, and you have a toggle. And if we toggle that on and we go to edit, we can see there's a bunch of different presets: classic, soft, podcast, sub boost. And these are all mastering chain presets that we can literally A/B directly right here offline, preview them before we even apply them. Pretty dope. Check this out. Go on, stay up like never That's sick. So I've landed on this louder preset. I think it sounds actually really good for this song. And once I've landed on it and I've A/B'd it against the original to go like, do I like this better, worse, you know? Hit apply and boom. Now you have your mastering chain preset and you can hit wave and you can export that and you can share it with anybody, right? Like you got to get this out. Idea for a songwriter, for a guitar player, whatever. Boom. You have a nice little mastering preset chain. You've previewed it. That's just super dope for me. I think that workflow is super sick. And once I'm X'd out of it, I still can mess around with everything. I can still mess around with the mix and mix into that mastering preset before I make that bounce. You know, maybe I need to balance back the vocals or something, right? So this is number 2 and the really, really cool feature. The third Soundtrap 2 feature that I am absolutely loving, and I can see this being put into every single DAW in the future. Please, every DAW, take this, steal it. The idea that I can go from, I mentioned this a little earlier, I can go from my app right here on the computer, do a bunch of changes. Like let's say we wanted to, I don't know, double this vocal over here. You know, we're gonna pop ding. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Who cares? It's probably not even gonna make sense there, but whatever. Beep, beep, beep. You know, we just copy that over on the desktop and go back to the cloud version online and look at it's instantaneously already copied that over. So this means that I can be on my laptop and I can be like making adjustments and someone else can be in Brazil, right? And they could be adding drums and we can literally be working on this session together and it's just refreshing in real time. That makes it like such a cool collaboration tool. I really wish every DAW had this, like straight up. One of the coolest features. And the third thing that I really think is super powerful about Soundtrap 2. Definitely check that out. And I'll leave a link in the description to Soundtrap so you guys can try it out. The fourth thing that makes Soundtrap 2.0 really, really fun and easy to use is the automation. And it really does take like 2 seconds. So a lot of automation in DAWs is like, I think, super overcomplicated. Let's be real. But in Soundtrap 2.0, all I have to do, there's like literally one button for it, right? So you click the show hide automation little button here, this icon. And once you do that, you're going to see your automation lane open up. Like, you're going to hit plus automation and you can volume, pan, sweep. All the things are going to be there that you can automate on the track. So if I hit sweep on the filter, it opens up the sweep. And let's say we just want to sweep the filter for this chord going into the chorus, right? So first thing I want to make sure that you know, just a little tip, is you can have snap to grid on and this will only allow you to make an automation point on the grid, which is kind of nice if you're like, I wanted this to be perfectly on an 8th note, right? So you can go up here, you can click snap to grid and you can make sure that your grid is on 8th note, right? Fine. But I'm just going to keep it loose. I'm going to go take off the snap to grid. And all I have to do here is just click on the actual line here, the automation line, and it's going to make a node. So I want a node here and a node here, and I'll just pull that down. And then we're going to have this sweep that happens boop, 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 right there from bar 9 to bar 10. Very simple. Let's solo out the chords here and have a listen. Oh, the simple things in life that really just make you so happy. You know, simple automation. Now, I wanted to make sure that if you made it this far in the video, that you got an opportunity to collaborate with me on this song. So if you would like to collaborate on this track with me, drop your IG handle in the comments, and just so I can check out your music, because I don't want to collaborate with someone that's, you know, I'm not really feeling. But if you want to collaborate on this session, maybe throw something down, some vocals, verse. Maybe you want to throw some harmonies, stacks, play the bass on it, keys on it, guitars on it. I think it needs guitars. Just drop your handle right here in the chat, in the wherever, you know, you could put comments on this video and let's collaborate, because that's what Soundtrap's all about, collaboration. And I think that'd be really, really fun. But anyway, that's number 4, automation, super simple. Let's get into number 5. Numero 5. That's 5 for all you English speakers. The synth in here is actually really good. I'm very surprised by the synth. As you can hear, all the sounds in here are using the synth that's built into Soundtrap. So just to give you a preview of these kind of soloed out, this is one of the synths. It's called Color and it sounds great. And to access the synth, it's really simple. When you double click on the MIDI, right, you're going to open up the piano roll but then you have the instrument tab right here, and you have the synths here. So you have color, these are presets, obviously, but you get guitar, bass and 808s, orchestral, keys, synths, drums and machines. There's a lot of really cool built-in sounds on this program. Unbelievably good. So when I go into synths, I can see there's a shit ton of synths. 8-bit, bells, brass. There's even brand new synths since I've been using this. And I've only been using Soundtrap for like 2 weeks. And this like 2.0 is brand new, so they're already like just dropping stuff, which is amazing. So let's just like open up chat piano. Sounds cool. Just automatically really cool synths. So that's number 5 for me. As you can hear, there's also bass parts and stuff in here that I'm just using the built-in bass, right? So that sounds like this. Perfect for mocking up ideas for a bass player, or literally I could just leave this and keep it kind of synth pop. So number 5, synth. Awesome. An absolute standout thing to me. Number 6 is the intuitive interface. Like, let's be real, y'all. I've used every DAW you could possibly think of. From FL Studio to Ableton, Pro Tools, Logic Pro, all of them. I've used them all. Nothing's more intuitive than this. If you've used any DAW ever, this is going to be way more intuitive. I learned this thing in literally I think I spent like an hour with it, and I was like making music and cutting vocals and everything. It's so simple. You can click on something and it's just going to open up everything you need. You got audio, effects, you can see macros. It's just so simple to navigate and figure out. And I need to get out of this. Okay, there's an X. Oh, I need to mute this. Cool. Turn off the speaker there. It's so simple. And I think that's really the fun part about this program specifically. Like, let's go into, for example, the chords here. And if I double click here, it reacts exactly as I want it to react. Click here, Command A. Okay, cool. It selected all the MIDI notes, just like anything in Apple, right? If you Command A, it's select all. It does that in everything just automatically. The MIDI tools here, note length, arpeggiator, humanize, strum, right? These are all so easy to use. And then of course the quantizing. Like, you just go into quantize, you can hit your quantize however you like, 1/8 notes, quarter notes, 16th notes, triplet and swings, and you can see a preview before you even select it. So if I go to triplet and swing and I go to 1/8 note, you can see like it automatically is previewing that swing and that quantizing. Now this is already quantized, so it's going to be obviously kind of weird to see, but let's see if I move it off a little bit and I go to quantize and I just am like going through these presets. You can see right away, it's giving you a preview what it's going to do to the piano roll. I think that's dope. It's super intuitive, you guys. Like, I've never used a more intuitive DAW. And again, I've used them all. I mean, FL Studio makes me freaking lose my mind. I'm like, why would anyone want to work like this? Right. But this is really intuitive, easy to use, and simple to navigate. Like, oh, I want to loop this out. Great. Go to the end. It loops it out. Right. Oh, I want to come over here and I want to copy and paste this. Great. Option drag it. Right. Boom. Oh, I want to lock it to grid. Great. Go to here, snap to the grid. Gotcha. Okay. Now we're on a grid, right? Now this is on relative grid because where I dragged it, but there you go. You can even see a little edit tab comes up right here. So you can go to edit and you can just click here and you can see mute region, change pitch, up or down semitones. Like, it's so simple. And effects. Let's go to effects. Bam, opens up the effects. Oh, I want to drag and drop the EQ over here to there. Like, everything is so intuitive, and that is absolutely number 6. But let's get to the very last thing, which is my favorite thing about this. And honestly, I think the program itself is just made for a lot more than just beginners. I think it's intermediate. I think you could get really advanced with this stuff, and I'm really excited to see where they take Soundtrap. Like, we're in 2.0 right now. So imagine where it's going. All right, let's get into number 7 and our final thing. Number 7, I'm a plugin guy. Like, obviously, if you've watched any of my videos at all, anywhere, I talk about plugins a lot because I really do like plugins, and I stay on top of the tech because being in music, production, mixing, mastering, you have to be on top of tech. Like, I don't want to be the guy that becomes obsolete because I didn't like study the new tech or the new plugin or have that new thing that, oh my gosh, that takes care of 4 other things, right? So in this program, you get some really great stock plugins, and I'm actually really surprised by a couple of them. A couple of them are really good. Like, I'm like, wow, this is better than a lot of third-party plugins. And that is going to be the reverb for me specifically. I'll go into the vocal here and show you what that sounds like because it's really good. This big plate, I mean, look at this. You get like medium room, church, all these different vibes here, but spring, rich plate, big plate. Let's go to the rich plate. And I'm just going to start turning this up so you can really hear the reverb. And let's actually solo it and then we'll put it into the mix as well with the reverb.
We'll go on, stay up like never enough. Want to let it fall down and up. Go on, stay up, never enough.
That is so good. I think the big plate is even better than the rich plate. So let's go to the big plate here. This is like such a great plugin.
We'll go on, stay up like never enough. Want to let it fall down and up. Go on, stay up, never enough. Living for the moment you just gave up.
The decay is so nice on it. It's just so beautiful. What a great algorithm. The other thing that really stood out to me is the compressor. I think the compressor is super musical. So let's take this back down, the reverb here. And you're hearing some tuning on my vocal because there's built-in tuning in this plugin. So I think that's also very, very cool. And obviously like it's a little bit auto-tuning because I think I pitched it pretty hard, but that's just because I was trying to get an idea down. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to get a melody, baby. All right, but check this out. The compressor is really damn good. There's not even a compressor on this chain. If I hit add effect, again, just being super easy and intuitive, I'm just gonna search compressor, boom. And we got compressor 1, dynamic compressor, and we have a de-esser. So let's go into the dynamic compressor and we'll pop it right after the filter, right? Somewhere around there, I don't know. Go here and boop, 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 right after the filter. And we have attack, release, ratio, threshold, knee, mix, okay? Very, very simple. So let's start to compress a little bit. We'll go to like a 3:1, somewhere around there. And we're gonna take the threshold down and we'll watch the meter. Maybe we'll do like 5 dB or so of compression. And just listen to this thing. It sounds really, really musical.
Go on, stay up like never enough. Want to let it fall down and up. Go on, stay up, never enough. Living for the moment you just gave up.
That's better than most compressors that you're gonna pay $30 for, $50 for. It's just built in. So that is a fantastic thing about this software is the plugins. The built-in plugins, the built-in sounds, the intuitive interface. I mean, there's so many things to love about this. I think the biggest thing for me about Soundtrap 2 is you're going to get all these collaborative kind of things going on. And for me, that's the fun part. It like makes music fun again because a lot of the times I'm by myself in this room, you know, playing with instruments by myself. And this just kind of opens up a whole world of like, hey, did you get my Soundtrap? Yeah, go grab it, go play something on it, go mess with it. You know, I don't have to, you know, go zip up a bunch of files and have a bunch of plugins that aren't going to open up on someone else's computer and they got a different version of this DAW or whatever. That's always a headache to me. And this just makes things a lot more fun to me. So you guys can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description to Soundtrap 2.0 so you guys can tap in, just mess around with it and see how you feel about it. And drop some love in the comments, hit the like button if you got anything out of this video. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.